G'day guys, Peter here from Oz Commercial Sewing Machines. Today's video is going to be on how to thread the PS246D. Now to do this we're using our ProSew model PS-246D, but this is also relevant for the genuine Juki model 246 and any of the other copies that are being made. So let's get into it. The first step is to make sure that you've got your two thread post installed into the bench, and to also make sure that the presser foot is in the up position using the lever behind the machine head. So we're using the outward thread spool holder. The inward one we can use, but we're generally using that for bobbin winding thread. So what we'll do now is start here, then we're going to go up to the eye coming out of the thread post. It's a plastic eye so it doesn't chafe your thread. Then we're going to come down to the first thread guide on the top of the machine head. Okay, that one there, it may or may not come installed. I believe I had to screw this one in, it came separately. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in from the right hand side, go around, and now you can go around the back or you can go around the front, it doesn't really matter. And then we're going to go back through the left side again, coming out on their left hand side. So you're always going into the post on the right and coming out on the left, just so it looks like that. Then we're going to come down to the next thread guide, and same deal there. So what we're going to do is we're going to always come in through the top and out through the bottom. Now there's 3 holes here, and this depends on how many holes you actually use, is dependent upon how slick the thread is and how well it flows. I use 2. Okay, I don't use the middle one, so I'm coming in through the top of the outbound hole and coming up and going into the top of the leftmost hole, then going down into the tension unit. So there you can see we've got a little loop here. Okay, we'll come in a little bit on the side. Okay, so we're just going to, I put it through the back side and bring it round, so I'll sort of give you an idea there. So come around the back and then bring that forward and you're in the eye. Okay, then you're going to go into the tension assembly. Now having your foot up loosens this assembly, but it may need to be pulled in. It can be a little bit tight to get it into these 246s. So you want it to go in there and you want to pull it down, hold it through about here. Okay, and then grab the other end and pull it into the tension assembly. Then you can see we've got a little bit of thread right there. Okay, so we're coming out of the tension assembly and down into this system here. Now this is the thread take-up system. So there's the take-up spring. So we're going to go into that groove and back around to the front. Now you can see there's a little notched piece, it's bent over. So what you have to do is pull the thread up into the system so that it goes past that. The thread sits on top of that, and that allows the take-up spring to work. Then we're going to go inside this guide and up into the take-up lever from right to left side. You can see that there. Then coming around, you can see that a little bit better. Okay, this little system down in through here, you can see the thread sitting on top of that bit of metal down in behind there. Okay, so you've got to come up and you've got to clear that. Okay, so now we're going into this guide, back down through here, so you take it over again and pull it in, then down and follow the guide path. So we're into this one, then down into this loop here, and then down into the needle bar thread guide right there. You have to get that one or it won't work properly. You'll have skip stitches and all sorts of things if you don't use this guide. Then we're going to thread the needle from left to right and then pull that excess thread through the center of the foot there and out towards the back. You want to have a fairly decent tail because it's always a good practice just to hold the tail as you're starting off. Now we'll get to threading the bobbin. So threading the bobbin on these machines is pretty straightforward. Now they have what is an end cap that just slides off like that. Okay, you can see there's a front groove there that houses this. It's like a track, and there's also one of these on the other side. We'll go through a bit of that when it comes putting it back together. Now you can see there's a standard bobbin case in there. It's a M class bobbin case. Grab the latch and pull it out, holding on to it, and then release the bobbin case. So what we're going to do is hold the bobbin case in the left hand so that it's like that with the groove going down. Okay, and so what we're going to do, the bobbin thread, in holding the bobbin case like that, we want to hold it so that the bobbin thread is hanging down the back side like so. Okay, and hold it with the right hand like that. Hold the bobbin case like that so that you can see that gap, the groove for the thread going down into the tension is like that. So you want the latch looking like that. The opening is on the bottom. That's how we're going to hold it. Put that in there, easy as that. Hold it like that, then grab this loose thread and you're going to pull it down into, it'll go in very easily. It's like it's the path it wants to take. It's the path of least resistance. And then click it in so that it's underneath that little, it's not going to fall out. There's a little hook on the end of this bobbin tension spring. That's pretty much threaded there now, so we're ready to install it. Now roll it back over and grab hold of that, the bobbin lever. That stops the bobbin from falling out. You can see I can do whatever I want while I'm holding that and the bobbin's not going to fall out. So we've got the groove up the top. Make sure that the thread is hanging off your fingers like that so it's out of the way. And then push it so that it sits on there. Now I'm going to let go of that so that it's just sitting there now. Now we want to hear an audible click. That is now home. Okay, that's as far in as you're going to get it. That's not going to come out and that's not going to fall out. Now we've got the top thread. We're going to wind the hand wheel through to pick up the bobbin thread. You'll see the thread come around and pick up that thread. That's how the stitch is formed. And then we're going to pull it so that it comes up. Okay, we're as good as ready to go now. Okay, so we pull the excess through. We'll pull that to this side. Now we're going to grab the cap again and seat it so that that side and this side, both sides, are in that groove, and we're just going to push it home. Okay, so that's now set and we're ready to sew. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe and give us a thumbs up and all those other good things that help with our videos. Thanks. Bye-bye.